Good afternoon. It is June 6th, 2025, and today it looks like we had this move up and corrected about, I would guess, like 60%, and then we've kind of just been going sideways ever since then. Let's see about how much we corrected. Yeah, so about 62% we corrected before bouncing. And I believe that the Bears were trying to fill this gap. You can see that we gapped over strongly. Maybe it was a news item at 5 o'clock or 5:30. Gapped over strongly. They were trying to fill the gap and they failed. At least as of 12:16, which is right now, 12:16 Pacific time. So market closes to the public in 45 minutes. A lot can happen in the next hour and 45 minutes where it closes for today. But let's take a look. This is the 1300 tick chart. What didn't? Maybe I was looking at this. Oh yeah, no. I was looking at this. Okay. So you could definitely buy here and go for a measured move up. So at the least, you would probably want to go for this here, and that gets you pretty close to the top. If that's your target, it's 1775. And really, if you 1775, 24, so that gets you 7 points shy of the top. And really, you wouldn't just take profits. You would draw this channel line, and you'd probably just take profits at the break of that, is what you should do. But yeah, that's one idea for how to trade this. Because when you get these strong bull bars closing on their high, Al Brooks says it's like a 50% chance or something. Maybe I forget what he says, 60, 70% chance of a measured move up. So that's something to think about. This is all kind of congested. Breakout to the high side, pull back. Maybe you buy with a limit order near the EMA here, and then we get this tight channel. And, we gap above this level, price level, and just keep going. And then we form a bear channel, broad bear channel. So could you sell this? Well, it's creating a stem on top. Let's take a look at the daily chart. So it was creating a stem on top. And so you could think like, okay, well, the past few days have been, sideways stuff, doji here, two bull bars, but a doji after that, and you get this bear doji. So you could think this is going to end up with some stem on the top. And so I think you could short this thing. Like this is a second entry short right here. Probably a better entry would be to take this lower high. This kind of looks like a double bottom, first entry, second entry. That's decent signal bar too. And then we're just getting a bunch of overlap, but you could consider this lower high right here. That ends up being a good move. And then we bounce. You get a break. Two legs down, and then you get the second bull leg before you get this this failed second entry long, which I think is a great entry, and it turns out a lot of people thought it was a good entry. And I mean, to me, what this looked like was we have a bear channel, a break, and a sell climax to a new low. But on the chart, I was just thinking, well, I think we're going to get a stem on top. So that's what that was about. Here you get a nice little bull move. Get a break, one leg up, two legs up to a new high, and then it kind of fizzles out, and you get a leg down. It tries to go higher once, twice, and then it sells off. And I think you can take this short near the EMA. It's a lower high. It's also technically a failed second entry long. first entry, failed second entry on this chart. And then we bounced down here. And, I could see the argument for someone going long here, but I don't like it. We haven't created a gap above the EMA yet. But when you get this strong move up, you want to get long. And that created a spike in channel. You get the overshoot, you get an overshoot again, and then we're starting to go sideways. I'm not really seeing any great entries in here. However, I would hop in on like a high or low like this in anticipation of it testing the highs, which is exactly what happened. Whoops. And you get a second entry long at the EMA. Signal bar isn't really good here, and then you get an inside bar, looks like. So yeah, not a whole lot after that. So that's the 1300 tick chart. That's how I saw it. Yeah, very strong bull move in the overnight. How many points is that? 59.30 to 60.24. So almost a 100-point move. So this will wrap up the week 2, and that's how it looks like right there. Hope everyone had a good day. I'll be back Monday.